There comes a moment in life when people who've wronged you suddenly realize what they've lost. And in that moment, they feel regret. They start to remember the value brought into their lives, the loyalty, the support, the love. But when someone walks away or betrays your trust, it's not your job to be the safety net they fall back on. When someone wrongs you, mistreats you, or undervalues you, it can shake your sense of worth. But this is precisely the moment when you need to recognize your value more than ever. It's easy to feel defeated or question what you did wrong. When someone you cared for decides to walk away. But the truth is how they treat you is a reflection of them, not of you. Your self-worth is something no one else can define for you. It's not negotiable. It's not up for discussion. And it certainly isn't based on anyone else's opinion of you. When you know your worth, you set standards for how others should treat you. You recognize that respect, loyalty, and love are not just gifts you give out freely. They are privileges. And when someone disrespects those things, they forfeit the right to have them. People will try to convince you that mistakes happen, that no one is perfect. That may be true, but knowing your worth means understanding that certain actions cross a line. A line that should not be crossed. And once they do, they're not going back to where they came from. They're not going back to where they came from. There's no going back. Your value is intrinsic. It exists whether people acknowledge it or not. It's something that comes from within. Built over time through your experiences, your struggles, your achievements, and the love you give to yourself. So when someone regrets losing you, it's because they finally recognize what they had. But that doesn't mean they deserve another chance. Often, people don't appreciate what's in front of them until it's gone. They take your kindness, your loyalty, your efforts for granted because they think you'll always be there. But when you finally take a step back, when you reclaim your worth, that's when they start to see what they've lost, and suddenly they come running back, full of apologies, regrets, and promises to change. But here's where knowing your worth becomes vital. Regret doesn't equate to respect. Just because they miss you doesn't mean they've learned to value you. Often regret comes from a place of selfishness. They regret losing the comfort you provided, the consistency, the love, the support. But those are things you should never have to beg for. And if someone could only recognize your value after they've hurt you, then they never truly respected you in the first place. They only missed the benefits of having you around. That's not love. That's convenience. And convenience is not enough. Reason to give someone another chance. Knowing your worth means standing firm in your decision not to take them back. It's not about being cold-hearted or unforgiving. It's about protecting your energy, your peace, and your heart. When you accept someone back who didn't appreciate you the first time, you send a message that you're willing to tolerate mistreatment. You lower your standards to accommodate their shortcomings.